dear traders, it's Petko Alexandrov, and in this video I will be answering the frequently asked questions for the Professional Forex Trading course. The first question that I frequently receive is, can I use the strategy on different time frames? Well, I have created this system particularly on H1, and there is a reason behind that. With my experience, I have noticed that on H1, the indicators that I have selected with the parameters inside and the values works the best. If you want to change it, you can, but you need to make sure that you observe well the market, you test it out and see if you will keep the same parameters for the indicators if you go to a lower time frame, for example as M15 or M30. Now the second question is why I cannot find Eema indicator in Metatrader. Well, Eema stands for Exponential Moving Average, and actually it is available in Metatrader. If you look at my screen and if I go to insert indicators and I go to trend, this is where you will find the moving averages, and here as moving average method you can select simple exponential, which is the Eema, smoothed or the weighted. So if I choose exponential and I click on OK, I will have the 8th period of Eema, exponential moving average. So the exponential moving average, this is just a moving average, but the method is exponential. So it is available in Metatrader. The third question is, can I use this system for cryptocurrency trading? Of course, this system can be used with many different assets. You can use it as well in cryptocurrency market. It of course depends again on how you will be using it. If you want to go for cryptocurrencies, you should again observe the market well and see if these parameters for the indicators give you the good entry or the entries are late there or too early. So you need to do a little bit of a job here to see if you will keep the very same parameters for the indicators or you're about to change it. But yes, the system is based on price action, which represents the market behavior, the trader's behavior. So obviously it could be used as well on the cryptocurrencies. Now the fourth question is, should I choose the entry lot first or the stop loss? So if I place an example entry, let's make it right over here above these highs, and then if I choose a stop loss below this recent low, let's say, this is where I would like to have a stop loss, and this is a pure example without any analysis, just I want to demonstrate it. So if you have your entry here and you're planning to place your stop loss over here because of recent lows and highs or support and resistance or any other, doesn't matter is it this strategy, this system or something else, the important thing is that you need to calculate the lots that you can afford to trade according to this stop loss distance and according to your money management. It's a common mistake that traders first decide how much they are willing to risk from their account. So let's say the trader has $1,000 of account and he's willing to risk 5%. So what he can risk is $50, right? And he places the trade first and then he places a stop loss, but because he didn't calculate the distance, it could cost him more, right? If the stop loss with the quantity that he traded cost him $60, $70, he will move the stop loss to unreasonable place, as I say, because the stop loss should be where it needs to be, according to the system or according to the strategy that the trader is following. Doesn't matter, is it the one from the professional forex trading course or from any other system. The idea is that he will need to put his stop loss on a higher place if he bought or on a lower if he sold, but he will basically tie this distance to his entry because he decided that he will not risk more than $50. So this obviously is mistake. The trader needs first to calculate how much is the distance from the place where he wants to place the stop loss, and then he needs to calculate how much he can afford to trade in a particular trade to fit in this stop loss distance. I hope it's clear here because it's essentially important. The fifth question is, why do we need 3 entries? And here I will try to explain it in a very simple way why we diversify the risk and 3 entries, and basically this is the answer. We diversify the risk. So let's say we are in an uptrend. I'm just looking at this chart. We avoid everything else. We avoid the indicator that we have, so I will just remove these Bollinger Bands and the moving average. So we have this pure chart, and let's say we are in an uptrend with the euro dollar, but actually currently we are in a downtrend. If you look at that, we have series of lower highs and lower lows, so we are definitely in a downtrend with the euro dollar. So if I just look on the hourly chart, and as you can see, the price just pulled back, and now on hourly chart it is going higher. So if I want to sell together with the big trend, if I want to trade, for example, one complete lot, what I can do a pending order or sell position or any type of order right over here, and I will sell one lot. What if the price continues against me? Now in this case I will get into a loss, right? But if I divide this entry to 3 entries, so here for example I will be entering 0.33 lots, and if the price goes higher and I have another entry condition, I will enter here, and if the price goes higher and I will enter a little bit higher, and then if the price goes into my direction together with the trend, obviously I will have an average price, and it will be much better price than the one over here, right? So the other thing is, if from the first entry right at this level the price goes together with me, if I enter here and then if I enter one more time here, obviously I will have a worse price, but at least I don't place the whole position into this level, into this price. So I diversified. I want to make sure that the price goes into my direction. If the price goes against me, I will enter on a better price, and obviously there is the stop loss to protect my capital. So with the 3 different entries, I want to diversify the risk if the price goes against me, and I want to confirm the direction of the price if it goes together with me. Okay, so here I'm using 3 different entry conditions with a different impact because I put different value on each one depending on the indicators that I will be using, and you will see this in the course. But the idea, one more time, is we diversify the risk, and we don't want to place all of the trading amount that we have decided to use into a single trade, into a single position on a single level. I hope it's clear here. And the next question is, how long time it took you to create this system? Very interesting question. Actually, I have created this system long time ago when I was studying in London, and it took me, I can say, about 3 months. So this system was the presentation that I had in the end of my education there, and it turned out to be a very useful system and I'm still using it. Of course, I took it from many different traders, I can say. I took the best things that I could possibly take from the traders that I met in London, and it turned out to be a great Forex professional trading system. Alright, now the next question is how long time to practice the system before trading it on a real account? Well, that is really a personal choice. It depends on you. It depends how long time you're practicing the system. Obviously, if one is practicing few hours a day, it's one thing, and if other trader practices, let's say 8 hours or 10 hours a day, he will get used with the system much faster. Now the best thing is to put some rule for yourself. Let's say if you're trading it 1 month on demo account and you have made a target of 10%, well, if you reach it with the system, that is great because you have accomplished your target. So you can give it a try on a real account. The most important thing, as I always say, is when you are comfortable trading it, when you feel safe trading a system, then it means you are ready to practice it as well on a live account. I would suggest you to go with a really small account in the beginning, just to get used to avoid the emotions that are involved into live trading account. Now the next question that I frequently receive is, do you wait the bar to close in order to open the trade? Yeah, that's a very nice question. The closing of the bar, well, there is something I need to clarify here. The closing of the bar is the very same thing as the opening of the next bar, because this is the very same moment, especially with the Forex market. When one bar closes, the next one opens, and this is the very same level. Closing of the bar is a nice confirmation, but sometimes when we have really impulsive break, and you will learn this in the course, when we have an impulsive break, for example, of the counter trend line, if you're waiting for the close of the bar, it could be too late. It could be up with 20, with 50 pips. You will be too late to enter into the position and you will miss the profit. So what I do personally, if I see impulsive movement, I would enter on the break and I will wait and see if it goes higher, and by some chance it pulls back and I see that it was a dramatic break or a false break, I can say, well, I can close the position and get out, right? But if I enter on the right moment and by the end of the bar I could be already on a profit. So sometimes I wait for confirmation, but sometimes I prefer to enter into the trade when I see the break, so I will not miss the move. So when I see impulsive movement, I prefer to enter into the trade. If I see it was false, then I would exit the trade. Alright, the next question is, can I trade the system on different platform than the one shown in the professional forex trading course? Well, obviously guys, you can trade the system with any platform that you like to use. The important thing is to have many drawing tools, not to be limited, because many platforms, they place limitation of the drawing tools and it's really hard to order or to arrange your charts and your screen. So make sure you keep it simple, make sure you don't place too many monitors. Actually, I can share with you that with the time I reduced the monitors. Before I used to have 8 to 10 monitors on my table, and I realized that with the time, the more complicated you make it, the more difficult it will be for you to follow everything, and it's really exhausting. So just make it simple. If you have 1-2 monitors with a single platform and you just follow it, is just enough and you will get used with it. So don't try to make it complicated. Choose a system and a platform that is suitable for your trading style and that it will be easy for you. All right, and the next question, actually the last one, this is the 10th question, is should I do the whole analysis to enter in the trade? Well, I do the whole analysis when I'm entering manually into the trade. Obviously, don't try to make compromises, because I have seen this so many times in traders when they're doing compromises for one thing. For example, if you're following 5 things from your system, let's say moving averages, MACDs, Fibonacci, support and resistance, counter trend line, and because when beginner traders start to trade, they're very eager to trade, they want to trade so much that they sit in front of the computer and they're just ready to trade and they want to trade and they have decided that they will trade at this moment. So if they see only 3 or 4 of the things, they would say, okay, I have 4 of the things, I want to get in, I will jump into the trade, and they ignore the last one, which is really a mistake. So if you don't see your setup, if something is missing, take it easy, go out, relax, come back in a few hours and see if you have your setup, or look at the other currency pairs to see if you have your setup. So don't make compromises to skip some of the analysis that you're making or to skip some of the entry rules that you want to see for your trading system. Alright guys, these were the 10 most frequently asked questions that I receive in the course Professional Forex Trading. If you have more questions, obviously I'm here to answer you. Let me know and I will be glad to assist you. Have safe trading and always have a great day. Cheers.